G'day everybody. Beautiful day today. Roger sent out his finished perforation gauge. So I'm going to measure a couple of stamps along this and see how it goes. Very cool. He said, I was chatting to him, and basically you can change all the numbers you need fairly easy. You can ask for, certain types that you want. You can put your own name on it. It's just fantastic. So we'll have a look at that. I've got 2 envelopes to open, and I've got 2 bags of German stamps to look through. So hang in, get your cup of coffee. Let's check this out. Right, I've just opened up onto a small multiple watermark, perforation 13.5 and 12. You have a lot of trouble with these KGV heads because you can also get perforation 14. So the one just before that is 14.25 by 14. So you get piles of these and very hard to work out. So you really got to go 100 miles an hour and try and sort them out and work it all out. I've pulled this up. So normally what I use is this is one of my favorite perforation gauges, only because I've been using it for so long. 13.5, you would just go along and you would make the little dots fit. And once you were satisfied they fit, that's good. But sometimes it's a bit hard to sort of see and get it lined up. I'll just push that down. Another way is you can move them along the lines like that. And when they stop, it should be right. So you just sort of follow, you keep that little tag on that line and you push up, and you then just go, well, hopefully that's 13.5. That looks about right because each line hits that tag, so you can sort of work it out. But sometimes it is a bit hard the older you get. Now, what Roger's done is he's had, and I don't know if you can see that, if you have a look, you can sort of see that he's raised this. So he's printed these out and he's got raised sort of tags on there. So the beauty about this is what you can do is you grab your stamp and you come along and you put it along like that. So you go 13.5, put it in there, and it just sits in there. Nice. Look at that. How perfect is that? And you know that that's 13.5. If you go the wrong side and try and get it in there, it doesn't fit. It's just a no go. 14, you try and make it. See how it doesn't. The stamp goes this way. It doesn't fit in properly. But here, boom. The other side is 12.5. You try and put that in there. It's not fitting properly. You go here, and it just goes straight in. Fits perfect, and you can see it really nice. I love that. I think the hard thing for me is I've used this perforation gauge for years, so I like this, but I'm finding it harder and harder trying to make sure if my eyes are right. So having this and just going, all right, I think it's 12.5 by looking at that. I'm fairly certain, but I can just bring it straight across, and if it fits in there, I go, perfect, look at that. 12.5. I think this is, people are not inventing new stuff for stamp collecting, which is just a shame. And for Roger to go and, invent something and print it out on his printer is just fantastic. What I like about it is just say, I'll put these back because these are a few dollars. If I come over to here, and I'm not trying to pick on the product or anything, but you got 14.5. Now these stamps, if you have a look, are 14.25. So, and I was talking to Roger about this, and Roger goes, no problems. You tell me the numbers you want, and I can set it all up, because it's just maths to set it up, which is great. Otherwise, if you put every single size, it'd be huge. But this is great. Grab that again. Some daughter of mine walked in. All right, so we're going to test this and show how it works with 14. Well, I can't do 14.25, but I know that this stamp is 14.25 at the top and 14 on the sides. So this still works really well. If we want to change it, there's no problems. We can order one that does what we want. But I will put this along here and test just to make. It's not fitting. So this is the problem with these stamps. I think it's, and I'm just going to go back, 13.5, 12.5. So that's 12.5 on the side. And, oh, there you go, and that's 13.5. So I made a mistake with this last time, and yeah, I've put it in the wrong place. So this $50 stamp is not, and it will go over here. Oh my God, there you go. I'll just leave it there because now I need to work out what die and everything it is. Die 1, die 2. I'll leave that and then I'll work that one out. But straight away, let's test the other one. Oh, I better try a few of these ones now. Gone too far, 14.5. We'll try this blue one. So it should be 14 on the side. I'll put it there, can you see? Yeah. Slide straight in. That's perfect. Let's try this one up here. It's a $175 stamp. Please, 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 please. Yep, perfect. It's a $175 stamp. I really like this. Alrighty. Well, I didn't like it 2 seconds ago when it told me it wasn't, but yeah, look at that. It just fits so perfectly. I love how this does this. Look at that. It just fits straight in there. It doesn't move. Try and do it another place. Just won't go. There. Perfect. So I think what I would do, I'd go back to Roger myself, and because I love my KGV in that, I would probably, I don't think I use some of these 8s and 9s. I don't use that. I think I'd use 4.25. So I'd come up with my own numbers and give them to him, and I'll probably put Madstar Stamp Adventures down the middle and then order it. Now, he's charging $25 for these, which I think that's fantastic. Hopefully I can point to the top end of my screen like that, and then I can, if I keep it there for enough, I'll be able to see it when I'm editing my video, and I'll put the details where he can go. So he's going to send me an email with, he's got a dealer that'll send them out. So I think postage will be a bit sending this around, but they're pretty thin, so it won't be too much problem. But yeah, if you get one, give him feedback, let him know, tell him what you think of it now. But I think, you know, he needs a good name, something like the old man gauge, or old woman gauge, no, the old collector gauge. That's what we should call it, the old collector gauge, because you know, these are great and they have been great for years, but this just takes to the next level. And as you can see, I didn't even set that stamp up before. It was, I can't believe I made that mistake. I never make those mistakes. Well, I did because we found it. I just want to check another one now in case I've got a few others. Oh, what's this one doing? No, it fits perfect. And it feels nice when you push it in. It just sucks it in. Look at that. It's just perfect. Yeah, so I'm very confident now. Sorry guys, I'm going to have another bit of a play. I really like playing with it. I can't really describe. I have to try and get down a little bit lower. So, oh, I've set my camera up a different way. All right, let me just zip in. So here, I'm just trying to, you can see, all I do is that should zip in. Yep, slide straight in. See that? It's just unbelievable. Look at that. Just slide straight in. So you just know it's perfect. I'm just going to put that one back. I'll get one of these ones. There's heaps here. This one here should be, oh, slide straight in, doesn't move. Yeah, so I'm going to go through and check all my stamps later. You don't need to watch me do that, it'd be pretty boring. But this is my new baby. Thank you, Roger. Money's in the mail. Now, something he did send with me as packaging. I don't think it'd be a bribe or anything, but as you all know, I'm always on him about getting some more German. He sent me that beautiful lot of German quite a few months ago. We'll put that back there. Let's have a look at these. I can't wait, I'm too excited. You're like, Jeff, what are you doing with your German collection? Well, I'm getting up early and trying to get through it each day. I'd like to say that, but really life just gets in the way. Oh, look at that. That's a beautiful postmark. Thank you. I think Roger, look, I really appreciate this, but sending me this, I'm even more chuffed. It's just beautiful. Oh, that's a really good way of seeing. Oh, I wonder. Oh, that's a nice black background for that. Look at that. You can use the back of the gauge to read the watermarks. Perfect. Oh, look at that. That's a nice one. Oh, there's no hinge on that. It's beautiful. Look at these. A few later ones, but not very much later. Oh, they're nice. I never get bored looking through German stamps. And thanks to you guys, you're all hitting me up saying, oh, that stamp has got so many variations. I mean, it's like, you just know what tickles me pink. Look at that. Put on the black there. I went up and saw Brian today, and he wanted to sell 2 boxes of stamps, one full of albums and one full of loose stuff and everything. And I said, well, you know, what do you want each for him? And he told me like $30 a box or $40 or whatever. And I said, well, if they offer to buy both? And he goes, $50 cash. I went, here you go, here's $50. I said, I don't have to try and sell them or anything, but I'll still shoot them and show you guys. But for $50, I can, anything I don't want, I'll put into the giveaway container. Oh, it's just a little bit caught on there. It's had a bit of a rough day. I might wash that. So if you see a stamp like this, see how it's bent around and everything? I mean, I love that it's got, you know, the mint on it, but you'd throw that out. But I'll wash it and then I'll put it in the book, my stamp drawing book, and it'll be perfect. So I've now got a box. I'll show you it. This is my box of cleaning I've got on my desk. Once it's full, I'll go through and do it. Well, I don't want to wait too much. I can't believe I went up there today with Brian, and his place has got so many albums. I asked him if I could film, and he said yes. So I'm going to walk through and film I'll just do a short video and show you all and tease you. And thanks, guys. Some of you guys rang him up and offered to buy stamps or come and visit. Thank you very much. He was pretty chuffed. He likes to have a chat. He's a great guy. I try and get up there. I want to try and get up there at least once or twice a week to have a chat. Since stopped work, I probably haven't got my network of friends as, you know, staying away from work a bit. I don't want to talk about work anymore. All my old friends from work just want to talk about promotion and this and that and who's done what. I'm not worried about that stuff anymore. Really, if I'm going to talk about anything, it's stamps. And having someone like Brian to talk to about stamps is just amazing. He's got so much knowledge. He reckons that a lot of stamps now are getting cheaper, that dealers don't want to let on that they're just a lot of people are coming through and they've, really struggling with it. I'll try and, how do I going to do this? Put both my hands like this, right? This is just, I need like a chop thing. I'll do that now. Wait one sec. All right. I did turn it on, turn it off. I just want to put a picture of an envelope. Let me have a look at it. I'll show it on the phone. If I show it on the phone. So basically, he bought a box of stamps at the, what was it? Oh, I'm trying to think where it was. He went to well, instead of doing it, we can look at my phone. Oh, and this is it here, this envelope. So he went to a meet on the weekend. I wanted to go, but Xander was ice skating. And he just said so much stuff was on sale. And he bought a box lot for, it must have been $45, $50. And the stuff on the top, he went, it's worth $45, $50. But on the bottom was a whole heap of stamps with envelopes and stuff. And he had German envelopes. And he went and looked this one up, and it's worth £1,400. Look at that. Now, he reckons the envelope is tried to be cleaned, and they've dyed it a bit, like it's faded by the cleaning, which is just a shame. But like this, he reckons this miniature sheet is worth a fair fortune. Hopefully you can see that. The postmarks are really beautiful. We should just go and have a look. Wait one sec. All right, it's not that I don't believe him or anything. I just wanted to check this out. But the miniature sheet here it is here, 1935 International Philatelic Exhibition in Koenigsberg, miniature sheet, right here. And that is the proper stamp of that show. And that envelope was in the bottom of a box, and he pulled it out and he went, "Oh, Jeff likes Germany. I'll look that up." And then he was going to save it for me, and then he looked it up and found it, and it's here, $1,100 to $1,200 miniature sheet. So use this $1,100, so it's $2,200. But this is on an envelope. So, like, how amazing is that? So, yeah, these things he finds. Another thing he found was, I'll just try and find it. He bought a lot with, what is he saying? He's saying a box full of Switzerland and stuff and France. And, yeah, this one here, he paid $60 for the whole lot, and this stamp was in it. Look how beautiful that is. And that was a £500 stamp. That's probably better. And you guys should probably be able to tell me. He then started making up, he bought this big 50-litre container of mixed stamps, and he said, "Oh, look, I'm going to put a whole heap in this box, and I've took a video of him just chucking it in there." He was going through, and he reckons that I think he paid $90 for the box of stamps, the 50-litre box of stamps, and he's just going through trying to find the stuff he wanted, and he reckons after an hour he found his value. But he put a whole heap of handfuls into this box, and that's what it looks like, and he's going to sell it for $30. So if you're interested in that. And then this is what I bought. So the albums just here on the bottom are the ones he's given me just to video and give back, but I got those two boxes there for $50. So I'm going to go through that box next. This I've just put into my stack of albums to the side, so I've got about 20 albums to go through, but that there we'll go through next. So it'll be a bit fun. Not in this video, I'll stop this video and start another one. So I hope that sort of sparks your interest, but I couldn't believe that miniature sheet. Sorry guys, getting carried away. I just love my stamps. That's perfect. Thanks Roger for that one. Oh, that one's, oh, this rain's starting. We've got big thunderstorms coming through at the moment. I love rain. Wow, look at that. Oh, there's lots of the same stamp here. I think he'd be looking after me with watermarks. Oh my God. Sometimes I think you guys would have seen a video I did a while back for USA stamps. Brian's, he's selling for $30 or something. And the beauty about that album, though it's not worth the $30, like to someone in the US, you'd be able to get it much cheaper. But in Australia, you know, it's worth it. But I think you pay for someone setting it all out in the right date sequence. And that's all this. Like this is, like I love sorting it out, but oh, so many hours to work out. But just beautiful. Whoops. Now, we could say this was a bribe from Brian to show off his new... I'm going to wash that one for showing this off. But he sent these to me before, so I know it's not a bribe. And I'm not talking this up, people. I'm just telling you what I see. Like, I'd never try and sell something I don't believe in. I'm not getting anything for it. I just want to promote fellow, collectors that do stuff for the hobby. Like, it's just fantastic. I just love it. And just to play with this stuff, have people invent new stuff. I mean, if it wasn't for people like Roger, we wouldn't have the new albums that have got a positive pH and don't wreck our stamps. We wouldn't have catalogues. Could you imagine trying to stamp collect without catalogues? Now, I think all catalogues, the first catalogue was just invented by a dealer because, he had a hell of a time trying to sell stamps to people. So he's probably just gone, you know what, I'll write them all out in the sheet. Oh, I'll take pictures. I'll take nicer pictures. And then all of a sudden, he's like, oh, people are like, oh, could I have that? Could I have that? And that's why I always say to people, the catalogue value is not what you're going to get from a dealer. That's the dealer's prices. That's the dealer's, catalogues are invented by dealers, so dealers can charge prices. When a stamp is $1 in a catalogue, it means that's a handling fee. You're not going to get anything for a stamp that's got $1 on it in a catalogue. Oh, nice. So, please, when you go see a dealer and they say, oh, the catalogue said this much, just make sure you read the front of the catalogue, because the front of the catalogue will say it has to be in perfect condition, Straight away, if they're trying to charge you $100 for a mint stamp, go, oh, look, there's a mark on the back. So straight away, that's, at least 25% off. Oh, the hinges are a bit short, a bit fluffy. I was another 25. If you work it good enough, I was a bit off-centered. It's a bit this, it's a bit that. And you can go, that $100 you want is really only a $10 stamp. So make sure, you're not scared to ask for a discount, or not scared to go somewhere else. I'm not trying to make it harder for dealers. I mean, Brian knows that. That's why everything he's marked and sold is so cheap. But I've got to go to these stamp clubs. He's telling me that so much material is coming in that dealers and that go to these stamp clubs are just trying to move it now, because all these people are passing away with these incredible collections, and I'd be mad not to turn up. So I'm very excited. I can't wait to see what there is. Oh, I don't know if you can hear the thunder and lightning. Oh, block of 4. Roger, you spoil me. Oh, this is the hard ones to get, these ones. Just got to work out which one it is. There's a few of those I'm struggling to get. Hopefully, once I've got... Oh, I love that. Once I've got it all, my album set out, I'm going to have all the spaces out there. Hopefully some of you might be able to help. Now, instead of doing giveaways on my videos, I'm finding it difficult to remember which videos I did a giveaway and what stamps are meant to be given away. So I'm going to have a sort of a bit of a blanket policy that all the stamps that I don't want will go into the 51 litre container. It's getting huge, so full at the moment. And what I'm going to do is I'll set out in the comments what it takes to get a free envelope of stamps. Now, if you want some stamps, first off, you have to be subscribed. You have to have liked one of my videos, at least once, and commented. I want everyone to comment. If you can comment, just say hi. That's all you got to say. The more you comment, the more it helps me. Oh, look at this. It's from another country, mate. You snuck that one in for me. Oh, it's a couple of those. I might watch those. Yeah, so comment, like, subscribe. That'd be fantastic. That all helps. Oh, look at that. I better watch that one. And yeah, if you do that, that'd be great. But there's two options after that. One is you can buy me a coffee. I've got a buy me a coffee link. I'll try and stick up there somewhere. If you do that, send me $5 and that will pay for postage. And I'll send you an envelope, which will be like this, that size, filled. And it'll be more than that. If you ask Shani how I fill them up, like I'll put stuff in there. I can't make them too thick or they send them back, but I can send enough in there to be worth $5. Now, do I pick the stamps that go in there? No. I just take handfuls. If you have a look at the comments of people saying, oh, those South African stamps, these blocks, they're worth some money, or these things they're all in there. They all get thrown in. I don't sort of keep bits and pieces to sell or anything like that. Haven't got the time for that yet. So yeah, you can get anything. So for $5 postage, it's great. Now, if you cannot afford $5 postage, what you can do is go out, subscribe, like at least 20, 30 videos. Go along and just like all my videos, as many as you can. Work for the $5. That's what I expect. Work for the $5 and put at least 10, 20 comments on different videos. Now, by asking that, you don't have to pay the $5, but I'll pay the postage. But I'm paying you to support me by helping with the analytics. That's nice. Now, I know a lot of you guys, and I've got a good 10 or 20 of you guys that support me really well with all the likes. Thank you. And all the comments. And it's just brilliant. and you're always giving back to the community, giving your 2 cents worth. If anyone wants to say anything, no one's going to attack you. If anyone attacks you in the comments, I'll delete them, and they're not welcome on the channel. I want to, have a positive sort of atmosphere. I want all of us to enjoy the hobby. So have a go, have a chat, tell us what you think. If you don't like the stamps, say it. Oh, I've got a few people go, too much toning in those, I'd never have in my album. Great, I understand. I agree 100%. Just say what you think. It's okay. Just don't offend or hurt people. I think just treat people how you want to be treated. I think that's the nicest thing to do. But yeah, so if you put the work in and comment a whole heap and like a whole heap and help with the analytics on Google, that'd be great, because then my videos will show up more and more people will look at them. If more people look on them and I get a bit more money, fantastic. It means I can buy more boxes and stamps and stuff. So the stamps I paid $50 today, I made that from Google. So that was fantastic, Because of you guys liking and watching my videos, I'm able to get money to buy more stamps, and those stamps I show you and I throw into the giveaway box. So, and I'm happy to share them. And if you pay for postage, that saves my pension and everything like that, and we move forward. So it's great. And if you ask a few people, I don't know, it'd be great if a few people commented on what you got from me, if you thought it was good value or not. It'd really be great. But if it wasn't good value, tell me. Not like if I've just sent you a load of stamps that are not worth $5, all right, no problems at all. I'm not charging you for the stamps. The stamps are free. I'm just asking you to help me with the postage. And John's helped me quite a bit with postage. It was great. A few of you've bought me coffees and that, Shani and a few others, which is great. It's just helped. And I always make sure if there's someone new on the channel and they want some free stamps, I send them to them. And really, when it comes down to it, if you really just want an envelope of stamps, no problems, I'll send them to you. I'll foot the bill because I want people to collect. But if you can help me out, it'd be greatly appreciated. I loved all those. Thank you, Roger, for that. You didn't have to do that, but I can see he said he used it for packing. So I made it safe. So I think using bags of stamps on anything you send me, especially German stamps, is a great way of sending me anything. It's a great way of sending anyone. But I love that. All right, next thing. I have got 2 envelopes. Look at these. None of these are cancelled. I reckon if you soak them off, use glue, you could use them again. But I never said that out loud. I never do that. Alrighty-o. As you can tell, I probably bought something from eBay. I'm going to have to come up with a better name for these when I mix everything together. Oh, let's see how they wrap this. I don't know what this is. I love when I'm excited. I've left this knife on my desk so I can cut out these things. You ready? Who's excited? Who's excited? Oh, she's a little bit dirty. I think it's only cost me $1 or something. Yes, it's a kangaroo, and she's a very rough kangaroo, but I'll tell you why I like it. The reason I like this kangaroo, and it's not worth anything, right? It's not worth anything because they're fluffy perfs, and I think if you have a look at it, there's only a 3rd watermark, which is nothing. She's a bit ratty on the back. It's a nothing stamp, right? Yeah, it'd be worth nothing. But look at the cancellation socked on the nose. That is to die for, and that's why I paid for it. And I'll stick that in my album because I love the cancellation. That's it. It makes me happy. I think I might get some stickers for my channel and stick them onto envelopes. I was thinking of also getting a t-shirt, not to sell to anyone, just for myself. So when I go to stamp shows now, I can wear it and people know. Oh, look at that. I picked this up for hardly anything. I can't believe it. They're worth a little small fortune. The old kookaburra. I think if I was to collect another favourite stamp, it'd be this one, but they're so much more expensive. Just wait one sec. Right, I can't help myself. I've got to put this away properly because I love kookaburras. Oh, I can't believe I spat on my album. All right, look at these beauties. Oh, I've got so many of them. All right, I'm just going to go in a bit. Here we go. Now, the reason why I collect them, a few of you, is either soft on the nose or colour. And it's usually colour with these. They have so many different variations of colour. And that's a beautiful one. Look at that. I think it needs that black background. All right, Roger. I think I'll grab Roger's perforation gauge. It looks perfect on the back there. Look at that. I'll put it in the middle. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Yes, I've got a few. They're 60. I got $60 each. I paid $10 for this one. But look at the colour variations of them all. Like, you really gotta. I want to get some more mint ones, but they're a bit more. The mint one is $250. But look at these. How nice. See all the colours, all the change of colours? I'd like to get a whole page of them. It cost me a fair whack, but one day I'll do it. I just love collecting expensive stamps. I don't think I've looked at this album for a little while. These are nice, got some really nice cancellations. It'd be nice if you could see the full picture of this one. Look at this, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Used OS, official service. Cancelled to order. Cancelled to order, official service. These are beautiful. Look at that booklet stamp. I'm gonna have to go. I'm sort of slowly repricing all these with the new catalogue. Look at these socked on the nose. These are cheaper, much cheaper Kookaburra. I think they're basically the same, aren't they? It's the same Kookaburra, just different colours. So this is the blue one for the exhibition. And you got the exhibition sheets. It's quite nice. Beautiful stamp. Swan, enjoy that swan stamp. Beautiful, especially the re-entry in the neck, the dot on the neck. Wow. Just beautiful, beautiful. Look at these. Oh, you've seen all this stuff before. All right, well, let's have one quick look at it. Let's have one. Oh, I love these ones. Oh, there's my favourite stamp is there, as you know, one of my favourite stamps. And we will see it. Oh, these are beautiful. My first expensive, my first major purchase, $90. It's $125 now. Perfect. These are nice. Look at that plane on there. There, that's what we want to look at. The bridges. Beautiful. If you ever go to an Australian collection, just whip through to the bridges and see if they've got the 5 shilling bridge. If they've got the 5 shilling bridge, offer them $500 for the rest of it straight away. It's worth it every day. Just a great stamp. All right, hold on one sec. All right, that was a bit of a haphazard video, bit of this, bit of that. It's just stamp collecting video. I mean, how many of you sit there at night and you start doing one thing and you go off and do something else? I do like 20 things at once when I stamp collect. I try and do the one thing and concentrate, but then I want to go check a price. Or I want to go put this over here, or I want to put that in this album. I mean, that's the fun of it. I love it. I really, really felt special having Roger reach out to me and ask me to review this. I think this is fantastic. It's worth the $25. I pay it every single day of the week to get this. I think I'd go to him and ask for my perfs to get put on there. He said it'll take a few days to turn them around, so I want the 14 and a quarter put on there. So, and take a couple of the ones that, you know, the smaller ones off, because I would never use them. But yeah, it'd be great. And have Mad Star Stamp Avengers in the middle would be pretty cool too. But yeah, I think what he's done is just amazing. I mean, it's helped everyone. And like you just saw, one of my fixed the stuff up. I didn't even set that up. It was just there. I can't believe it. So yeah, fantastic. Thank you, Roger, again. I will make sure I upload this video once I get the details of where to go and buy these. A dealer will be selling these for him, and make it easy. All right, guys, have a great night. Enjoy yourself. It's, what night is it? Thursday night. No training tonight. It's been cancelled. I'm going to have a pizza, and I'll make it myself. I'll make the best pizzas in the world. Thin and crispy, love them. All right, guys, have a great night. Catch you later.